Hi, it's Casey. I'm going to attempt to give you a review of this Shein Artistry palette. And then I can also talk about the Shein 3D Pro Face palette and the Glam Beauty Blush palette in Coral, and one of the concealers. So I did do an eye makeup look today with the Artistry palette. This is how it turned out. I, of course, just used the basic colors in this palette. I did this one all over the eye except for right under my eyebrow. And then I went in with this one and did it on a fluffy section all throughout my crease line. And then I did this one in the outer edge corner and just a tiny little triangle there. And then I actually used this one on my eyebrows. I often just use a brown eyeshadow to fill in my eyebrows. And then this one is the one that I use just right under the eyebrows. But I can do swatches of the rest of them, just so you know what else you could do. Oh, no, wait, because then I did this yellow because I felt like I should try one of the fun colors. But I wasn't, I guess, feeling risky enough to try one of the crazy colors because I didn't want to have to take it off and then redo it. And in a couple of hours, my husband's going to be home and maybe he'll take me out to eat or something. I mean, we really rarely do, but it is a Friday night. So there's always a chance that because we've stayed at home for all week, that maybe you'd want to go out and have dinner. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't want to be wearing purple or blue or bright green when he came home, just in case. So in the little corner area, I did put the yellow. I don't do that thing with where you put the white in the corner. I know I'm in the minority on that because everybody thinks that's really pretty. To me, it makes people look like these are like little fish gills, and that it brightens up that area, and then my eyes always want to look at people there, and I think this looks super wide on them, and so that's not a look that I like. But that's just me, and I'm weird. So going into these three, this, and then let's see, I need to go a little lower with it, don't I? So this will be like a second. And then the next three. Let's see. Really can't see that one much at all. But that is the one that I used on almost all of my lid. So it did show up on my eyelids much better than it is here, swatching out the palette. The next three, this center pink one is definitely a glitter, and it doesn't give full coverage. Let's see if I can see how it's just glittering out. I'm going to wipe those off so I can do the next ones. I will still have a little of that pink glitter apparently because it didn't completely wipe off. It just kind of smeared in. The next three. Let's go in a second time. I have to get quite a bit lower. The next three. It's going to be helpful for you. That red one is really pretty and stark. The green, though, it's really not wanting to show up. And then the last three. This is kind of terrible. How much you almost can see it on my fingers better. This one's pretty, but I feel like it's not even showing you how pretty it is. Okay, well, I'm hoping that that kind of gave you an idea of the color payoff and what colors were in this Artistry palette from Glam. There's my kitties come in to say hi. And then I used this Glam blush palette in 02 Coral on my cheeks to give me the color. It came off pretty light at first. But I could build it, and I had to. But because I'd gotten this other palette from them also, which is the Glam 3D Pro Face palette with these pretty colors, and I wanted to try it out. Wipe off my fingers. This one is a cream, which is really fun, and it feels nice. I used this bottom more gold one on this area, and then I felt like I could maybe use this one on my cheeks and bring it out. Let's see, this spot is. But I really just, it wasn't enough color, so that's when I went back in with the 02 Coral and tried to give myself a little bit more. And this top one, where haven't I spot? Here. And I think I could get by with wearing this one too. I felt like it was a cooler color and I liked the warmer gold one. But that is that Glam palette. The other things that I have on my face, I had recently bought this from Ulta Beauty, and it was kind of like the ones from Milk Makeup, but it's called Ulta Beauty Bright Eyed, and it is a cooling eye balm. And I felt like my under eyes do get poofy. They don't really get dark, but it's almost like the poofiness makes a line that looks dark. And I forgot to talk about the Glam concealer that I used, and I got 01 Fair. So it comes off and gives quite a lot of coverage, I think. I also had gotten the one from e.l.f. and other people had talked about really liking it. I didn't care for it. I felt like it definitely sinked into fine lines much more than this one, even from Shein, which, you know, I can't remember right now and I'm not looking at it, but they're just a couple of dollars. So I think this is well worth a couple dollars to see if you would like it. I'm not sure, maybe I'm just not somebody who needs concealer and I need a depuffer, which is why I kind of felt like, you know, something like this maybe would help. The only negative thing about this is if you get it too close to your eyes, it makes my eyes water for 10 minutes until I make it stop, just because it's got like a cooling pepperminty sensation to it. It doesn't smell like peppermint, but when you put it under your eye, it definitely feels like peppermint with this cooling sensation. It glides on really nice though, and wet and creamy feeling. It says that it has green tea extract and aloe leaf extract to work to depuff and moisturize. But again, I think I still look puffy, so it's not a miracle. The Dr. Brandt Luminizing Primer is the primer that I used, and I had just gotten this in my last Ipsy, and right now it is my favorite primer I'm using. I think it's pretty great. And also in the Ipsy the month before, when I was still getting the $12 bag, because I just switched last month to the bigger one, I had gotten this BC foundation. It has an SPF of 40 in it, which I think is always nice, even though I use a sunblock also. And this is the Tan Neutral. I honestly think it's probably just a smidgen dark for me, but that was my fault because I had upped my color on my Ipsy profile because I felt like I'd probably get a little tan in the summer, even though I wear sunblock, and because the time before, the color that they had sent me in a foundation was so stinking light that I felt like I couldn't wear it at all. I upped it one, and then I got this one, which was a little bit too dark. I'm also on my eyeliner. I'm using this Laura Geller that I got in the last Ipsy, which was the Gilded Bronze, and I think that that's really pretty. I like how it glides on, and I like how it stays on, and it doesn't seem to creep down onto my eyelids. And also the Black Magic Mascara Drama and Curl from eyeko is the mascara that I have on, and I think that it helps curl. But then I did go in with this heated eyelash curler, which I think is so much better than any other eyelash curlers that I've ever tried. You basically just press and hold this until the light comes on and it turns yellow, and then you press it one more time and it turns green, and then you wait until the tip, which is red now, turns white, and then you can just press and hold your lashes up. And I think you're supposed to like wait for 10 seconds and then they curl. So that was everything I was going to review for you today. Again, my name is Casey. I hope my videos are going to get better, but I really still don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just using my phone, and I don't know how to edit, and I don't know how to check to see anything. So I'm going to work on that and learn, mostly just because I'm not doing anything else right now, because in March we moved to a town of 800 people where I don't know any of them, and you can't really meet anybody because it's quarantine and you're afraid that, you know, you might give them something if you're out and about. So I stay at home, and we moved because my husband got a new job here and we're 7 hours away from all of my friends and family. So what I'm doing is watching YouTube videos a lot, all day. Maybe I should have switched to Netflix because I wouldn't have tried to, you know, decide I could make TV shows, but this seemed more fun. Okay, anyway, bye.